Welcome back. In this new video, I will be showing you how to draw this elliptical plate. Yep, as customary, we first analyze our drawing to determine how best to approach it. Here, this has an ellipse of major axis 120, minor axis is 80. We also have a triangular shape here with a fillet at all end, fillet of soon to be established radius. The length of this is 55. The width here is 50, and the distance from this end to the end of the ellipse is 50 as well. There is also a hexagon and a circle which is located at 25 millimeters from this point. The area across flat on the ellipse on the hexagon is 20. Now, let's get started. Of course, before we get started, we need to set up our drawing. And as you're aware of what we need to set up, yeah, you need to set up your layers, set up your limit, and set up your drawing style, and all that good stuff. Remember now that whenever you set up your limit, you are to ensure that you type your zoom all. What zoom all does, zoom all adjusts that limit onto the screen. Also of great importance, we need to remember that we must read the command bar every step of the way. It's extremely important. The command bar is like your eyes, your ears, and your nose, practically. To get started, the first thing I'll be going to my home, then I will be changing to my construction layer. From construction layer, I will be drawing a line, two lines, one line representing the horizontal axis, one line representing the vertical axis. For that, I'm using a regular line. I left click. I want these lines to be perfectly horizontal and vertical. So left click, specify start point. I left click here to specify my start point. I then type in 120, enter. Then I move up and I type 80, enter 2 times. That is now done. My next step is to move this to the center. Beat a line, I left click to highlight, then left click and hold the middle mouse, the middle node, and then stop. Now that is done, my next step is to activate ellipse. To activate ellipse, type EL, enter. The first step is I'm gonna choose ellipse axis end. Here is one axis end. Second axis end is here. Next axis end is here. And that is done. That is now done. My next step is to establish my center. What will I be drawing first? Let me start with this. I need to add some more dimension to this. Let me dimension this to see what's going on here. It's right here. The distance from here to the center of this is 25. So I will be using circle 2p to mark off that distance, to mark off this 25 here. So I left click here for my start point, move in, and I type 25, 25, enter. That is now established. click this, M for move, enter, click here, move this to here. That's now established. So here is the center for the hexagon. My next step is to draw this circle, which I have not labeled or dimensioned. Left click here, left click on that, radius of 15. So I will be activating circle, enter, specify my center, which is here. I then go out and type 1,5, enter for that. That is now established. I can now delete this as I no longer need that. I now need to draw this hexagon. The area across flat is 20. So I will be drawing a circle of radius 10 in order to get my well, I could do it straight. I could use polygon, POL for polygon, enter, 6-side, enter, move towards that to get the center. Then I want to go for C for circumscribe, enter, and I click and I type 10, 1, 0, enter, and that is now 10. So to do this, let me do this one more time. I think I was a little fast there. First I type polygon, POL, enter. I then enter number of sides I want. 6 in this case is perfect. I then, it says specify the center. To specify the center, I left click here. Remember, if the center doesn't pop up, bring your crosshair towards the circumference, then click. It then asks me if I want to inscribe or circumscribe. Circumscribe means to draw on the outside of a circle. Inscribe in a circle means to draw on the inner side of the circle. I want this to be circumscribed or on the outer side of the circle because it is AF, and I want this to be 10. The area across flat is 20, so half of that is 10. So I type 1, 0, enter. That's now done. My next step is to establish my 50 millimeters from here, or I could draw this first. To draw that first, I will be drawing 2 lines. L for line, enter, left click here, type 55, 55, enter, move up, type 50, 50, enter, enter. Left click this, drag, bring it down to the center, to the end, sorry, to the end here. That has now been established. My next step is to draw, or to use polyline. I'm going to use polyline. I'm going to use polyline PL to draw this over that. One there, one here. Let me turn off this to minimize the problem. Left click here, left click there, left click here, and see if we're close. Left click here, enter. Now trim, TR, enter, enter, left click here, left click there, so trim that. I no longer need this, that's done. I can now fillet this. So I type, undo, I need that, I need it, I need that line. So F for fillet, enter. Choose a fillet radius of 5, enter. Type P for polygon, R, enter. Touch this, touch that. Space bar, touch this, touch that. And that is now done. Right? My next step is to establish the 50 mm point from this end. From this directrix to out here 50. To do that, I will be using circle with 2 points. Circle 2P, circle, enter, 2P, enter. And I will click here, drag, then type 50, enter. Now here is the point that I will need, the point I will need to draw, to paste the triangle at. So I highlight all of this, then move, M, enter, to specify the base point. I want to match here, this point here, with this point there. That is now that. Yeah. Now that is basically done. You will probably wonder why I did not remove this. No, I will need this point to dimension the figure. So now this is done. It's now time for me to add some dimension to this drawing. So first I change to my dimension layer. Left click here, then go to that, type that. Probably I should change to the correct layer before I do any dimensioning. Yeah, that, this, that, and that. No, no, this shouldn't be a part of it. That should be in construction line, by the way. Construction line. Yeah. So my next step is to finish the dimensioning process. I want linear. So I left click here, left click there, drag that out. That is there. Spacebar to reactivate. Left click on this quadrant. Next quadrant, drag that up. Drag that up. So I need to bring this in a little bit. Left click here, drag this into that point. Click there. Alright, good. And I probably need to bring this out a little bit to match that. Yep. There we go. Oh, alright, okay. So let me manipulate this. 1, 2, 0. Delete all those there before. Alright, problem solved. Back to dimension. Touch here and touch here. You pull out. This should have been 80, but just in case it's messing up, you just delete and add what is supposed to be the right thing. That is there. Now I'm gonna add dimension from here to, there should be a point someplace here. 55. And what else I need to dimension? Oh, the hexagon. Left click here, left click there, drag that out, drag this out as well. So that is basically that. That is that. Oh, I need to add this to it. The ellipse. I'll left click here on leader, then touch on the circumference, drag a little bit, click, then type ELLIPSE, then left click outside, then escape. And it is now done. Done as done. Done, done, done. There we go, guys. There we go. That's it. Remember to like and subscribe.